Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Potato, and here we check out the latest and the greatest strategy games each and every day of the week. Today, we're checking out Foundations, specifically the 1.9 update, which has just dropped, and I'm very, very, very excited to chat all about the changes that have been made to this game, which is fantastic. It's really, really, really good. Advice, who needs advice? We're going to chance it all by ourselves. Anyway, as ever, I'll do my very best to explain what the heck is going on. I'll also talk about some of the different bits and bobs which have been updated in the most recent update, and hopefully we'll have a grand old time doing so. Now, we need to choose our first bit of territory. We need to get our little city slash civilization on the go. If you've never heard of Foundation, by the way, why not? Frankly, it is a fantastic, truly a fantastic city builder style game, but it's so, I guess, modular and so interesting that really it does such a great job of just sort of just bringing you along with it. Anyway, a couple of things that we're gonna build straight away. Not too much that I really need to address directly. We're building the village center right now, which is great. Village aspirations are optional objectives that can help you set goals for your rulership. Okay, all right. Well, rulership is a interesting word. I'm not sure that actually exists as a word, but that's okay. Right. So one of the things that's been redone is the village aspirations, which is quite interesting actually. And look at this, look at this. We got some aspirations right here. We'll jump back into that in just a second. But let's see if we can try and build up sort of just the basics of what we need at this very moment in time. Now, the way that this game handles things is it's quite interesting. It's quite interesting. I've got a lot of time for this game. We'll get the basics set up as I sort of alluded to. We'll get the lumber camp. We'll get the lumber camp right about there. That's marvelous. It's going to cost us a little bit of resources to build, but actually shouldn't be too challenging at all. Now, in this game, you sort of I guess you build specific buildings as we're building right now, the lumber camp and whatnot. Waiting for builders. Oh yeah, we do actually need to get ourselves whatever it is, a builder hut. Where would that be? Admin? No, it's not admin. It's not service either. We're definitely gonna get there. Don't you worry about that. Resource production? Not resource production. Logistics. Builder's workshop. There we go. Let's do that. We'll build it there. Sure. Brilliant. And then we'll get three people assigned to be builders, and then they're gonna go and build the lumber camp there, which should be grand. And in the meantime, You're not happy with that? You're not happy with that? We've got all of the resources. We've got all the resources where they need to be. So hopefully we should be able to get building. I'm gonna queue up a couple of other different things as well. We're gonna get the stonecutter camp as well. Brilliant. We'll get that in there. We'll throw it into 3 times speed as well. There's nothing really altogether too pressing about what we're doing at this very moment in time, but that's fine. What do we got up at the top here? We've got coins. We've got our average daily balance of coins. We've got a whole bunch of resources. Oh, look at that. Look at that. A newcomer requests an audience. Sure, I'll take the newcomer's audience. And I guess we'll take them on board. Marvelous. Okay, that's great. And I'll tell you why that's great is because we need people to start working in the lumber camp, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We've assigned 3 people there. We're also going to give ourselves a berry bush, which is going to be in food production, and we shall get this. No, hold on. I wanted to rotate that. I wanted to rotate that video game. Destroy the building. Yeah, rotate. There we go. Rotate that around to there, and we'll get that built. Beautiful. Okay, so we've got the. Oh, goodness gracious me! It's very, very quiet, isn't it? I feel like the sound might have been rebalanced since the last time that I played. Marvelous. Okay, that's a little bit better. Beautiful. So we'll get building stonecutter camp. We'll get some people assigned here. We got plenty of people that are not employed at this moment in time. Immigration, 1 villager is unemployed. Immigration is nil at the moment. Housing is insufficient. That's okay. We'll talk about housing in a little bit. Prosperity. This is the brand new prosperity system. Village aspirations. We can track prosperity of 500. That's sure. That's fine. Have 100 citizens or more in your village. Yeah, I mean we're miles and miles and miles away from any of these things. So I tell you what, why don't we not track anything at this moment in time? Right. Let's get some gatherers to do some food gathering. We also should be... Oh, yeah, I need to set up some extraction zones, which is very, very important. I really, really love the way that this game does things. So we can paint on the map, basically, and say, right, all these trees here, let's get all of these trees... Let's get all of these trees chopped. I don't think that the stone sources are needing to be marked as extraction, but that's fine. The other thing that we can do is we can also paint on exactly where we want our residential buildings to go. Now, you can actually see at a glance the desirability of certain areas. What we'll probably do is we'll probably try and have, I would guess, like a roughly sort of industrial area over here and a roughly residential area over yonder, which I think is probably fine. Some workplaces require proper painting zones to function. I think I did note that as an extraction. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I don't know why that was changed. Either way, okay, apparently we do need it to be in the extraction zone. Either way, that's all good. I'm very, very happy with that. I think I may cut down the number of people that I have working at the stonecutter camp, and instead let's get them both assigned to the berry camp, the berry hut even, because that is more important. But the good thing is that our builders are going to be able to get to work on these houses, which should be done, I mean, pretty much imminently. We've got plenty of wood to do it, and everybody is going to have a house very, very soon indeed, which is great. Now, happiness is at an all-time low, which is completely understandable because we've just started. You know, we've just started. We haven't even got stuff like, you know, things like the well. Stick the well over yonder. Brilliant. And let's also see if we can try and get some more infrastructure. We'll get some more infrastructure, much like the market. Now, the market is actually a pretty interesting bit of kit because it's very, very modular in a sense. Requirements have not been met. What do you mean the requirements have not been met? Oh, do I need to build... Do I need to build free build or market stalls court? We'll do a free build. Sure, that's... I think that's new. That's definitely a new feature. Market stalls court. Yeah, that's what I want. I'd like to get some market stalls, and I'd like to set up the market stalls around the center of town. Beautiful. We'll do that. We'll let that get built out, and that's going to allow us to distribute our food slightly more easily. Hopefully, we're able to hit 100% happiness. It's not going to happen instantly overnight, but it will happen, and that makes me very, very happy. Now, prosperity. Prosperity is a measure of how successful we are, and the whole, I guess the whole unlock system has been reworked, which is very, very cool. Right, so we can actually pay to unlock the warehouse, we can pay to unlock the bailiff office, or we can pay to unlock the wooden bridge. Why don't I pay to unlock the warehouse? That sounds fine. In order to get the next level of techs, I guess, we're going to need to get 20 prosperity, which is fine. Now, wealth, territory, commerce, population, splendor, and beautification all contribute towards prosperity, which is very, very important to note. There's also a couple of different categories, as there was last time in the 1.8 update, I guess. Labor, kingdom, and clergy, which all offer specific upgrades, which is very, very cool. We can also now get edicts, which is interesting. Progress unlocked through the common path. Right, so clearly there's going to be an edict. Yeah, contractual wage edict there. Yeah, so there's a couple of edicts that we can perhaps look at unlocking, which I would very, very much like to do. Right, let's get a resource assigned to the marketplace, and in fact, let's get... There we go. One more person rid of there, and assign one person to the marketplace. Brilliant. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So hopefully, that's going to allow us to sort out the food situation. Comfort situation is fine. What else do we need to build? Oh yeah, we got the warehouse, didn't we? I forgot that we got the warehouse. Let's build the warehouse like up and over on the hill. Sure. That sounds fine. We're not actually going to be able to build the warehouse yet because we're going to need to get the sawmill first, which is not going to be difficult to do at all. It's just going to take a little bit of time, but we'll get that done as well. Beautiful. Okay, there's quite a lot happening, but basically, the gist of things is that we've got everything that we could possibly need. Ready to build. I mean, is this the one? This is the one that I don't care about, right? Yeah, I don't care about that one. That was the one that I did build before. Okay, so cash-wise, we're doing okay. We've got money. We don't have a tremendous amount of money. but we will get a tremendous amount of money. Now, we have one free territory to redeem. I don't know how we managed to get a hold of another free territory. I don't think I particularly need to worry about any other territory at the moment. No, we've actually got everything that we could possibly want. We can have a little look at the desirability overlay, and as you can see, the housing area that we currently have is pretty high desirability, so I don't think there's anything that we really need to focus on altogether too much. The sawmill is definitely happening, which is great. We're going to need to get... And this is where the game starts to get really, really, really funky and very, very cool. Gonna have to get the the Manor House, and also the Rustic Church. The Rustic Church is going to help us fulfill that. Do we not have berries? We do have berries. Do we need to get a granary down before we're able to store the berries? We can put it behind. Put it behind here. Sure, queue that up for building as well. Brilliant. We might need to technically get a granary before the market starts operating. Either way, nobody's exactly complaining altogether too much about the fact that that they're starving. They're only complaining a little bit about how starving they are. The sawmill has been built. We don't have anyone, of course. We don't have anyone that is actually unemployed at the moment. Little bit of a shame because I really would have valued an extra person. In fact, let's cut one person out of the lumber camp and stick him into the carpenter shop there. That's marvelous. Are we good for housing though? I think we're good for housing, which is great. Yeah, so there's no negative penalty to housing. Oh, okay. Literally, okay. Well, tell a lie. There absolutely is. Is there an opportunity perhaps to get a little bit more? You know, something like that. I'd maybe zone out enough. If I zone out enough space, then you know, an extra house might just get zoned. There we go. That's exactly what happened, which is great. I am going to need to get a transporter here. We're going to need to get somebody. We're going to need to get somebody to work as a transporter in the granary, and that's going to have to be in order to ensure that the market operates accordingly. Let's take another person from the lumber camp. I don't really feel like this is a great thing to do, but until we've got enough people to sort of fill all the key roles, then I guess this is exactly what we're going to have to do. Either way, we're going to be getting rid of the food negative modifier. That's good. The comfort negative modifier is set by houses, so that's good. Service modifier is very, very good. A newcomer is approaching your village. Oh, that's what you love to see. Now, that newcomer is still, I mean, miles away from my actual village, but that's fine because we'll eventually get there. Right, immigration has officially reached average, which is great. Next wave of people are going to be coming in 6 days. If we can bump up that happiness, by the way, which I'm hoping to do very, very shortly, then we're going to be able to bump it up even further, which is great. And of course, each and every time that we do something like this, it builds towards our prosperity, which is very, very important. Right, so another house is under construction. That's fine too. The warehouse is being built. It's being built very, very slowly because the planks are also being made very, very slowly at the sawmill. But each and every time that we have the opportunity to get, boom, a new person, then I will take it. And let's get a person working at the lumber camp. I think that's probably the most important place that we could go. I tell you what, there definitely doesn't need to be 3 builders. We can keep it on 1 builder. Throw somebody else into working at the sawmill, for example, and then... I mean, that actually still leaves us with 1 person. Yeah, that actually still leaves us with 1 person, which is pretty darn good if I do indeed say so myself. Let's throw another person into the woodcutter, because we do actually need a little bit of wood. We do actually need a little bit of wood. Yeah, we're a little bit shy on the old wood there, but that's fine. Happiness is at 72%. Immigration should hit high very, very soon indeed, in fact, and as soon as we can get well, the opportunity to build a church, then we're going to go to the absolutely next level. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to purchase this territory, which maybe is a bit of a dangerous thing to do, but it's going to give me a little bit of what is mission critical in this instance, and that is space. And I'm going to build a church right over here. So this is probably my favorite feature of this game, is that you get to design these truly fantastic modular buildings, and all of the different modular buildings have got different stats. So we've got, for example, we've got maintenance cost that varies. That's fine. That's exactly to be expected. But there are certain requirements that you need to have on a church, and this is only like a little subset of... Can I? Yeah, I'll get rid of that. This is only a little subset of what we're actually going to eventually have available to us. But we need to have a door, we need to have a main building, and we need to have a bell tower. Boom, boom, and boom. We've got all of those requirements. Quite a lot of requirements, and actually we can't fulfill the tool requirement quite yet. But I'll figure out a way to fix that in just a second. But either way, this is what we need. This is what we need, and this is what we're going to do. So let's set this up to be built, and then let's immediately jump into the book in the top left-hand corner. Lord Unknown. I mean, Lord Potato. There we go. Orbitalville. There we go. Fantastic. Right. So what we are looking to do, very, very specifically, is doing a little bit of trading. That's right. We want to trade with Northbury, and ideally we want to trade for tools, which we should be able to do as soon as we get a few more. As soon as we get a few more of the old, let's pause construction on that for a while. As soon as we get a few more of the old planks, which shouldn't take too long at all. Either way, things are looking very, very nice at the moment. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to zone a whole bunch of residential all around here. Desirability may be low. That's fine, but that's okay. The thing about residences is that people love to live near their place of work. But they also like to live in, I guess, you know, high desirability areas. So the closer they are to work, the closer they are to work, the higher the desirability. The less close to industry, I believe, the less high desirability. Either way, immigration's on high. We've got another wave of people coming in 3 days, which is going to be marvelous. That's really, really, really going to help things. Going to help things tremendously. We've got 21 woods, which is great. Let's get this unlocked. Beautiful. The splendor of your village has unlocked a new tier of unlockables. Oh, you'll love to see it. That's fantastic. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to go into this little resource interface, and we want to say buy until tools reach 20. Fantastic. Now, Kingdom Prospect tier reached. New content is available. Hey, that's great. And we hit it in the clergy tier as well. So let's get a person assigned to here. We'll also do tools. Accept tools, and that should, if I get a transporter, then that is going to allow us to hopefully buy. When's the next wave of people coming in? I really need more people. I'm really kind of desperate for more people. Video game. A newcomer is approaching your village. A singular person is always... I mean, it's fine, don't get me wrong. I'm delighted to have him. Delighted to have him, but I would appreciate a few more. I'd appreciate a few more. That's all I'm saying, video game. That is all I'm saying. The more, the merrier. No workers assigned to that building or to that building over there. That's fine. Ongoing construction. Obviously, yeah, one big construction at the moment. That is the church. And we just need a few more planks in order to make that happen. The rest we have, with the exception of tools, the rest we have. The rest we have. So that's okay. As soon as we get this newcomer into the village, happy days, we're going to get you assigned to work at the warehouse. And the warehouse is going to allow us to hopefully conduct some trading operations. Oh. There we go. Get you assigned. Beautiful. And we'll get you working in there. Brilliant. So at some point over the next wee while, we should see the number of tools that we have spike. We should see the number of coins that we have in our coffers decrease pretty dramatically. And then that will be that. So, we've got the church zoned, even though we haven't started building. We will start building, and in fact, we can probably start building right now. Let's let the builder do what they need to do. Ooh, who's this? Who is this? What do we got here? Have you got my resources by any chance? I think you do. I think you do. Hey, look at that. We got 14 tools. Marvelous. Okay, that's cool. Can we trade anything of value away to the other people? What do they want? Wants to buy berries, polished stone, planks. We could sell planks. Herbs and wine are unfortunately a little bit out there at the moment. Right, so prosperity-wise, we still need a little bit of extra, prosperity to hit level 2. We can get the Bailiff office. We'll get that soon. We'll get the wooden bridge as well, just for the sake of it. We've hit the 10 required in order to get the Manor House Splendor package, the Market Splendor package, and the Hedge. It's going to cost me a little bit of coinage to get that done. Military fort and a stake wall. Some nobles noticed your land. Great news. I tell you what, why don't we get a military fort? And also that. I'm not sure what that's going to do, but hey-ho. We're also maybe going to be able to get ourselves an army a little bit earlier on than we would usually anticipate, but we'll give it a shot. Okay, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to start work on the Manor house, which is frankly is freaking awesome. I really, really, really love how this works. We're going to build a reasonably small manor hall. There we go. Beautiful. Interactive. Location. Oh, I need an interact. Yeah, I need that. Sure. Okay. We've got 2 rooms here, by the way. By building a second room, that's hopefully going to allow us to have some more functions in this hall. You'll see what I mean by that in just a second. Sure. I mean, it's not a very imposing or impressive manor, I got to be honest. But let's build it. We'll start the process of that as well. Let's hire you and hire you. We'll equip one of those people to work in the builder's workshop, which is great. Very, very comfortable with that. And hopefully the berries continue to flow, which is great. Oh, are we out of wood? Are we out of wood in terms of yeah, we're out of wood in terms of extraction. Well, let's go over here. Now we can get a building called the Forester, which is going to allow us to do tree planting and whatnot. But I'm not overly bothered about planting trees, to be honest. Right, how's the church coming along? We've got everything with the exception of some wood and some planks. We've got 1 person spare. What do we want that 1 person to do? I tell you what, we do need more. We do need more wood. Let's let the video game catch up in terms of wood for a little while. Building, I think we're fine for. I think I'm okay with 2 builders. Mandates available at your Great Hall. Oh yeah, we will we don't actually have a Great Hall yet. I mean, this is a little bit of a misnomer. It's a little bit of a misnomer. The Great Hall is not so great at the present moment. It's actually kind of, well, anti-great, I suppose. It's just kind of there. We are losing money, by the way. That's kind of to be anticipated. I mean, I'm really okay with it, to be honest. Splendor's looking good. We're picking up some more tools. That's marvelous. I tell you what, my tools are probably being moved over into the Great Hall. And actually, I tell you what, let's cancel any more trading because I don't really feel like, yeah, we'll do no trade. I don't really feel like I need any more tools at all. I need more villagers though, and in fact, probably need another lumber camp, don't I? Yeah, it's looking that way. It's looking that way. Squeeze it in there. If it works. If it works, it works. Okay, we're running very, very low. Very, very low on cash. But thankfully, since our only expense is trade, we really shouldn't have anything to worry about. I do believe that when market sellers sell, I think that gives me cash. I might be wrong in that assessment. I think it used to be the case. Oh, look at this church. It's coming along nicely. Brilliant. A newcomer requests to join. Fantastic. Brilliant. Join up. We've got 2 people that are not doing anything at the moment. Do we have enough food? We kind of have enough food. Kind of don't have enough food. Prioritize that. No resources to extract. What are you talking about? Oh, hold on. Was I just extracting? Oh, whatever. I was literally just extracting from a tiny little corner of those berries. It doesn't really matter, to be honest, because nobody really had any issues with berries at all. But now there's definitely going to be no berry issues. Anyway, we've got 2 lumber camps on the go, which is great. We've got plenty of forested area, especially down here, as part of the second tile. So that's marvelous. Walls, we will get walls. We can worry about walls a little bit later on. I'd like to start the process of getting a military fort, even if we don't fully intend to. Training grounds. Let's do training grounds, sure. We'll start the process. I'm not completely convinced that it's going to matter altogether too much. Training dummy, we'll be able to get 1, 2 training dummies. Brilliant. We'll start the process on that. We'll pause because there's nothing really that is a priority at the moment. Happiness, by the way, is in a very, very good place. As soon as we finish this church, we're going to completely satisfy the service requirement, which is excellent. Provides faith to the villagers, indeed. In fact, actually, technically, we're already achieving the service requirement. I guess that's because the main church hall and the door is complete, but the bell tower just isn't. I mean, that's fine. I'm very, very okay with that. It basically means that immigration should be as high as it has ever been, which is fantastic. It's fantastic. It's lovely. Lovely to be in that position. Lovely to be in that position. Welcome to the club. Okay, we'll get 1 extra woodcutter, and we'll get 1 extra carpenter as well. Brilliant. Prosperity is approaching 15. Fantastic. Happiness dipped there. That's presumably because we don't have enough houses. That will get rectified, no doubt. Right. Set this all up for cutting down. Cut that down, cut that down, cut that down. Cut it all down. Bring it all down. Bring it all down. Beautiful. Okay, how's my manor house coming along? It's coming. It's coming. It's slower, but it's definitely coming. To be honest, the biggest delay is the fact that it takes my builders a little while to get through. But I'm actually not overly concerned about this. Maybe even trimming down the number of stone miners that we have and changing that around, that might be beneficial. But overall, I'm not too concerned at how things are looking. Coinage-wise, we are a little bit thin to the ground in terms of coinage, and in fact, we don't really have the opportunity to do any of these mandate things. Now, this is very, very interesting because I like doing this a lot. Revise 1 estate privilege. Cool. That costs $300. We can also choose to promote people from serfs to promote to commoner. There you go. Do I want to do that? Not particularly. I mean, well, I don't have the money to do it anyway, even if I wanted to. And if we were to promote people, then that would inevitably lead to higher standards of living that would be demanded of me. And I don't really want to provide anyone with higher standards of living, quite frankly. No siree. No siree. But the more the merrier, you know? The more the merrier. The more the merrier. Right, so... what's the next? The next milestone is 20. Thriving is 200, and that's going to allow us to get common wares improvement, candles improvement, jewelry, stone bridge. And in fact, I tell you what, something that I haven't looked at, in fact, because we don't have any decorative items. Can I unlock some decoration? Manor House Splendor. I mean, Splendor seems good. Like, Splendor seems great. A courier is approaching your village, and also the rustic church has been officially built. Brilliant. Happy days. Marvelous. A newcomer demands an audience. Brilliant. Let's get you in there. Let's see what the courier wants. Churches of the Faith. We are pious. Your influence over the clergy will increase. Brilliant. The clergy is well pleased with me. Fantastic. So we've managed to get ourselves a little bit of clergy influence, which is marvelous. A noble duty. King has noticed your military fort and wants to be sure that you, his loyal vassal, have everything you need to host an army. Once armed and trained, the kings expect you to contribute to the peace of the realm. Okay, that's fine. I got 20 swords for that and a few kingdom influence as well, which is great. Happy days. That is marvelous. I'm afraid to say, ooh, Kingdom Splendor, look at that. I'm afraid to say that unfortunately the king has been somewhat misinformed. I don't actually have a fort yet, and therefore it's going to be, well, it's going to be a little while before we get it all up and running, you know, presumably to a satisfactory degree to start training troops. We'll do our best. In fact, we'll unpause that there. That's fine. That's fine. My coffers are at an all-time low. I need to do something to make a quick buck. What do these guys want again? Wants to buy berries. I don't want to sell berries. Do I want to sell planks? I guess I can sell planks. We'll go into resources here. We'll go planks. Sell if above 30. Sure. Problem is, Yeah, we require planks for that. We also require planks for this. And yeah, the demands are quite large. The demands are quite large. But everything is good. Everything is good. We've got no issues. We've got no issues. We're growing. It's great. Happy days. Feel like the rate at which we're growing is perhaps not ideal, but it's okay. Let's store planks in here. Maybe that'll make a slight difference. I very much doubt it, but hey-ho. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, where's the newcomer? I think there was a newcomer en route. Yeah, there's a newcomer en route. Man, I tell you what though, this is feeling good. 39 out of 48 planks. That ain't too shabby if I do indeed say so myself. It's not too bad. Let's also store wood here. Store wood in there as well. That'll help out. Welcome on board, and let's get you working as a transporter, because apparently that's one of the requirements that we need now. Okay, all the hustle and bustle of Orbitalville. Is that what I called this town? I think it is. Well, whatever the case, it's looking pretty great. The soldier fort is going to be completed very, very shortly indeed. My money is going to run out very, very shortly indeed, which is less than ideal. But again, you know, priorities I think are being distributed accordingly. We need about 10 planks to get that done. We need about 10 planks to get that done, and we'll have the planks. We'll have the planks soon. We've got plenty of wood. It's all stored in the right place now. We've got plenty of planks. Again, all stored in the right place. And tools as well. We've got a couple left. I don't think I really need to worry about that altogether too much. Immigration's in a really, really good place. We've got people coming along in 2 days, which is marvelous. You're coming to try and trade, but of course you can't trade because there's no planks to take away. Not yet, anyway. Not yet. Not yet at all. Let's zone... Is this really low desirability residential? Looks kind of high to me. Well, it's all zoned for residential anyway, so, you know, take your pick, video game. The people in the game can pick exactly where they want to build a house. They just have to go and do it. Or, I guess they have to go and ask the builder to do it, because that's kind of what happens. Okay, do I really need as much lumber capability as I have? I probably don't. But that being said, why don't we double down and just get another sawmill? Prioritize that. Let's build another sawmill. We've got more people coming in. Immigration is at maximum at the moment. Brilliant. Right, military fort. It's coming. It's coming. We can start assigning soldiers as well now, which is, well, marvelous. Marvelous, in fact. Marvelous. We're not going to do that quite yet because that's not super necessary, but we will. We're going to assign the person that we just saw arrive to the sawmill as soon as it is built. I guess until then, maybe we'll sign you up as a soldier. Sure. A new tale can be heard. Forward march. The clamor of military exercises echoes throughout the village. Your villagers are rejoicing over this wonderful story. Happiness bonus for 10% of villagers with citizen, commoner, serf, and newcomer status. Well, that's great. Happiness is at 110%. The army has officially been raised. We have got 1 soldier. I feel like that is not exactly ideal, but hey-ho. Right. Can we do anything here in terms of aspirations? Prosperity of 500. I mean, that's about 1 billion years away. 100 citizens or more in your village. These are a lot of late game. These are a lot of late game sort of aspirations. Not necessarily a problem, I would hasten to add, but that's okay. Almost done with the manor house. Marvelous. And we got a few more bits and bobs to do with regards to the military fort. The church is completely done, which is good. And the sawmill will be done shortly. The sawmill we gave, you know, I believe, deservingly so, the attention in the first instance, because I really am quite desperate to make a quick buck. I would really very, very much like that indeed. That would make my life just a little bit easier if we were able to make a little bit more money. I did prioritize that, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Just takes time. Just takes time to build. Who'd have thunk it? The good news is that the game sort of like naturally develops these lovely paths. I mean, everything looks so darned good in the game. It is criminal how good things look. It really, really, really is. Everything looks gorgeous. Everything looks delightful. Everything looks delicious. Right. Next incoming wave is 7 days. I would wager that perhaps somebody's already en route. If that's the case, then. There we go. Yeah, we got one person. Right. Sawmill's officially done. Let's get one builder to go and work in the sawmill. We got to refocus our efforts here. We got another villager literally on the way in right now. And we'll get that person to also work at the sawmill. That's going to start generating us money, which is also probably going to increase our prosperity if I had to guess, which is great. And once we're done with all of this building nonsense, then we're going to be in a better place as well. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, bringing 5 cloth. Yeah, I mean, we're so close. We're so close. We just literally need to get across the line. Okay, the manor house is a very, very important structure, actually. There we go. Parts list. We got a parts list here. Can I edit the... I can't select... Oh, yeah, I see. Right, so... I maybe should have gone into the free build mode, which would have allowed me to select multiple... Yeah, confirm switch. And then if we go to... Oh, can I not... Oh, I can't change that. I can't change that anymore. That's a bit unfortunate. I guess, okay, there's whatever. Anyway, well, the point is that we can collect tax, we can do the Great Hall, or we can have a treasury. I mean, yeah, I'm fine with the Great Hall. Create a sub-building, we'll create a tax office, and we'll literally just put, like, an extra... Can we put maybe... Doesn't even need to be complicated. Sure. Yeah, a bit... I can make it as tall as I need to. Yeah, that's fine for now. It's not really the end of the world. Tools, we'll buy until 20. Brilliant. We should be selling, by the way. We should be selling now, which is great. Soldiers are going to start to train on the dummies, which is marvelous. Immigration's still at high. What's the issue? There's an issue with food? Don't think so. Not at all. Brilliant. And we'll get a tax collector in there as well, which is also good. So yeah, the progression system has really kind of been changed around, which I think is grand. We'll get a new person on the job as well. Oh, 2 new people. Excellent. Love to see it. Let's get 1 assigned there. We've got 1 extra person. I guess we'll stick him into the builders again. Seems somewhat pointless, I suppose, but hey-ho. We need 4 tools. We do not have 4 tools. We do not have the ability to purchase 4 tools, but we will have the ability to purchase tools after we get rid of all of these planks, and hopefully we're going to be able to get ourselves a pretty chongus chunk of change. There we go. Yeah. That's the dream, anyway. That's the dream. Right, what's the next thing that we need to order to unlock the trade route? We can't unlock until we get common clothes. Let's have a little look at the progression system, see if there's anything that we can unlock. We can unlock the monastery. Rustic church splendor. Yeah, edicts are still a little bit of a ways off. Notable, yeah, that's not happening anytime soon, I don't believe. Labor, yeah, we can do the manor house splendor pack and also market splendor and also the hedge. I mean, that would be lovely. All of those things would be delightful. I would be very, very happy to do all of those things. Very, very soon indeed. Right, when's this bleeding tax office going to be done? We've actually got the tools. Okay, so maybe we did sell all maybe we did sell all the wood and then immediately buy tools. If that's the case, then that's great. I'm very, very happy with that. Once we've got the soldier up and trained, by the way, we can hopefully create a sub-function. Military fort, fortified keep, training grounds. Yeah, whatever. We got a training ground as is. Yeah, that's a new little change. I'm not overly fussed about that. But we do have the opportunity. Extremely difficult, very easy. 100% on success. Prepare troops. We have literally one person. Success probability is impossible. Right. So even the very easy seems a little difficult for us. We've got a newcomer, by the way, that's on his way in. I'm gonna probably promote this newcomer immediately to become a tax collector, which I'm hoping is going to start generating us a little bit of cash. Let's have a little look, shall we? Right. New advice. Profiting from taxation. Let's increase taxation. Let's increase taxation. Brilliant. Right. Have a monthly profit from the tax office of above 100. Okay. That's fine. I'm happy to try. I'm happy to try. But taxation is I think brand new. I believe so. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, so it's going to make people unhappy, obviously. 40%, 70%. Look, people have got it so good that they need to maybe, you know, they need to maybe learn how, you know, learn what I'm providing for you. You know, I'm providing quite a lot here. I'm providing quite a lot here. So, there we go. Get a second soldier assigned. So, you know what? Maybe if we start to drive down happiness a little bit, then maybe people are going to start to be a little bit more grateful for everything that I do around here. We'll give the tax collector an opportunity to get to work. Certainly, my thoughts and opinions above the about the prosperity system so far, very, very positive. Really, very, very positive. I like it. I like it a lot. It's very, very cool. I think it's great because it allows you to just, you know, select stuff and have a grand old time. Right, when am I going to get money? When am I going to get money? Money, money, money. Because I'd like to buy the Manor House Splendor Pack as well, which is going to be great. And I'm also going to turn off the trade. There we go. Turn off the trade function. Economy-wise, tax stored in housing and maximum capacity. Total tax expected per month. Total impact on happiness. Yeah, multiple taxes impact on labor influence. Okay, that's fine. Tax office collected 5. So, that's kind of awful, if that is the case. Let's hope that tax collection day is coming. It's got to be coming soon, right? I'm expecting a little bit more. I'm expecting a little bit more tax than this. I mean, I'm paying more in upkeep at the moment. All right. Let's see, shall we? Keep that pinned. Have a monthly profit revenue above 100. Currently 24. And yet you're predicting me total tax expected per month 156. So video game, where's the difference? Where's the difference coming from? Where's the difference coming from, huh? There we go. Okay, that's good. So we sold a little bit of wood there. That's great. I mean, it's not very much, you know, 40 stuff here and there. That's okay. Happiness is down at 85. That's okay. What do I need to do? Do I need to get more soldiers? I mean, I could get more soldiers. There's no real reason not to. This whole sub-function business is very, it's very new. Very, very new indeed. Do I need to get more berries? I feel like I maybe need a few more berries. Let's get... There we go. Get that built. To be fair, we don't really need that many people working at the builders. I realized that as I did that, I, you know, negated the fact that we were actually in the middle of building something. But that's fine. That's fine. We'll get that built reasonably quickly, and we'll get everybody assigned. We'll get everybody assigned to it. Is there any berry? Yeah, there's a berry patch over here. Paint this area for extraction as well. Keep painting this area. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Marvelous. Simply the best, as Tina Turner once said. 3 people assigned over there. Perfect. Tax is up at 59. Brilliant. Oh, that's looking marvelous. Happiness is, happiness is not in a bad place either. Immigration is still average. It's now high. Brilliant. That's exactly what we like to see. Makes me very, very happy. We'll get more and more people assigned. We'll get more and more people assigned to do soldiering then, if that's the case. We can maybe even look at doing, stuff like this. Prepare troops. We take 2 troops. Impossible. Literally impossible. Mostly trained. Partly trained. Very low. Low. Okay, well, these soldiers officially now have swords, which is great. Hopefully they use them for good, not evil. Either way, I feel like, yeah, commerce-wise, we're not in a bad place. It's not bad. It just doesn't feel like we really are where we need to be. I feel like I need to hit the next threshold. I need to start buying stuff. Let's start buying stuff that is going to allow me to get splendor. Hedge. Do I want to buy the hedge or do I want to buy... Let's buy the Manor House package. Buy the Manor House package because I think that we're probably going to be able to utilize that right now. So let's go edit building. Create a sub-building. We'll create a treasury. And then we'll build... Expand your treasury capacity by 60. Well, that's not exactly a ton, but kind of worth it, I suppose. Sure. More importantly than that, we're going to get a whole bunch of decorations required to be attached. We get... Oh, there we go. On the top. Beautiful. Rustic roof chimney. Do I need to build on the... No, I can't build it on there, clearly. Water basin. Lovely little water basin out front. Wall fountain. Wall fountain there. Perfect. Wall banner we can't build because we don't have any cloth. Pruned hedge. Look at that. Okay, so that requires 250 coins for us to build. Holy cow. That's a lot of coinage. This would be a good opportunity for a little bridging loan. Literally, a little bridging loan would be great. Do I need to increase taxation like past this point? I feel like that's perhaps a bad gig, like a really, really bad idea. But then you also kind of have to question. It's like, well, hey, look at that. We increased taxation. Marvelous. You also kind of have to ask. It's like, is it not mission critical that we get more money? Can we seriously not trade anything else? Can trade berries. Polished stone. How do I get polished stone? That's what I want to know then. It's here. We need 20 prestige. We need 20 prestige, so we either need population or we need splendor or we need beautification. I don't have the ability to beautify anything at the moment. I tell you what if I buy a hedge? Monastery? Probably going to need tools for that. Whereas if I buy the hedge. How about that? Beautiful. Kinda. In a weird way. Does that actually improve the... I don't think that improves the splendor of the area at all, you know? I literally don't think it improves the splendor of the area at all. Okay, well, the hedge is totally useless then. That is fine. That's great news. Delighted. Rustic church splendor. Give me a rustic church splendor. Let's edit let's edit the church. Let's edit the church. Edit the building. Stone gate? Sure. That's good. Bell tower. No, we don't need a bell tower. Wooden cross. Yes. Love it. Brilliant. And it's going to cost us 50 coins. 75 coins. Let's go for just 25 coins then. There we go. Get that built. Beautiful. Okay, so that's going to give us a little bit of splendor, which is going to give us, hopefully, a little bit of prosperity. Shouldn't really take too long to build either, I don't think. Ongoing construction. Yeah, we've got all the parts in the stockpile at the moment. 250 coin to build the 12 Splendor Manor House, which I clearly, well, ever so clearly need to do. Happiness is at 49. We have 2 villagers that are unemployed. I really can't afford to keep taxes this high, can I? Yeah, there we go. I also need to start promoting people, which is something that I have not yet done. Pay 20 bucks, promote to the next highest level. But that being said, it's going to give us more and more problems. It's going to give us more and more problems because we're going to have to satisfy further requirements. There we go. 2 additional soldiers. Let's start questing. Untrained, strength, fully trained, mostly trained. Brilliant. Let's see if we can try and do something easy. Average. I feel like average returns are not good enough. Like, we need to clearly do a little bit more. Just, like, get us across the line. We'll also go into trades. Just pause whilst we're at it. Trade, berries, sell if above 30. There we go. So hopefully this person is authorized to make the trades that we need them to make. There we go. Take the wood, take the berries, make me money. Brilliant. That's what we love to see. Right, we're building here. Brilliant. And that's going to get us a splendor. Hopefully that we need to take our progression over the line. I don't know. Cash seems to be really the only problem that we have. And again, I feel like I should be doing some questing in order to generate a little bit more cash at the present moment. Aha! Common path, busy tier reached. Oh, fantastic. Oh, we absolutely stormed past it. Was it our wealth? I don't know what it was. Was it our wealth? It might have been. Right, it's 100 coins apiece to unlock farming, fishing, decorative, clothing, and stone mason. I mean, is the stone mason the best? I think the stone mason is probably the best to get. Okay. Merchant requests an audience. Sell wood to the king? Absolutely. Absolutely. Easy peasy. I mean, immediately dealt with. Right, newcomer request an audience. Request an audience. New advice can be heard. Let's get you a promotion. Yeah, I know how to do the promotion, so that's not a problem. Village prosperity. Let's plant decorative bushes. Yeah, we didn't do... Yeah, that hedge does not count as decorative, unfortunately. Or perhaps fortunately, because it is pretty horrific. Right, so taxes are only, slightly detrimental at the moment, which is great. Can I get some more people assigned? Let's get one more person assigned to work in the soldier place. What's the phrase I'm looking for? The soldier place. The fort, that's right. In fact, we'll get another person to work in the fort. You work there, that's fine. Honestly, every quantity of everybody is fine at the moment. I'm just going to leave these 2 people unemployed for now. Yeah, that's fine. We also, managed to get the stone mason's hut, which is brilliant, because that's going to allow us to absolutely categorically... Absolutely categorically start work on getting some stone masonry, but unfortunately we're not going to be able to because we don't have a cloth, and cloth is something that we cannot buy until we irritatingly tell a complete lie. We can buy cloth right now. Well, that answers all of my questions, doesn't it? There we go. Where's the Where's the trader when you need him? There we go. Coming over the hill. Fantastic. Beautiful. Right. I will acquire decorative in the book. Yeah, I'll do that in a second. I'll also promote somebody, not because I particularly want to, but just because it's kind of necessary, you know? It's kind of important. Kind of important in the grand scheme of things. I also need to go to fix the soldiers, right? So I need to get you assigned, partly trained, partly trained. Yeah, let's see if we can maybe try and do a mission here. Extremely difficult, easy. Can we prepare troops? Send them all? Sure, send all the troops. Let's do it. Let's do it. And I'll tell you the reason why we're going to do it is because I'm kind of desperate for the money. But that's probably pretty self-explanatory. Remarkably, we did not get cloth. Are you serious? We might have got cloth, but it might... Oh my goodness, it's my soldiers. They're chasing down the trader. It's daylight robbery. Literally daylight robbery. Okay. Let's get 2 more people assigned there. So I would like to get the stonemason's hut all up and running, but unfortunately we can't do that yet until we get the next trader. Until we see the next trader, at least. Either way, this is good. Taxes are bringing in a lot of money. We're only, like, slightly hampering the happiness of the people. I must confess that I'm absolutely A-okay with the amount of unhappiness that we have that is pervasive or pervading into our society. I'm, yeah, very okay with that. Let's get clothing. Is clothing what's yeah, clothing's what we need for the next trade route. So let's get clothing. We'll set up the process to get clothing. So we get a sheep farm, weaver hut, and a tailor's workshop. Pretty simple, really, isn't it? Of course, we can't build that yet. We need 50 coins, which is irritatingly remains just ever so tantalizingly out with our grasp. We do a mandate. Requires a bailiff in your village to gain influence with one of these estates. Nah, I mean, promotion, we could promote a couple of people. Yeah, I mean, I do want to. I really do want to, but it just feels like such a silly thing to do. Alright, so we'll do that. Do we get cloth? Oh, no, I tell you what, we won't have got cloth because we need to assign it to here. There we go. Cloth there. Let's also go back to tools. Because we're going to need to buy in some more tools. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so missing that trader is a little bit of a kicker, if I'm honest, but that's fine. It is what it is. We've got all of this infrastructure set up. What's the issue with this? It's full of the sawmill? Yeah, I mean, that's kind of to be anticipated. That's kind of to be anticipated. We got about a bajillion planks and absolutely nothing to do with them. Right, let's get a weaver hut. Cool. Can't afford it yet, but that's fine. And tailor's workshop, which we're going to need... I think we're going to need polished stone for, if I'm not mistaken anyway. So, yeah, it's a good thing that I've sort of set this up the way that I have, because otherwise we would definitely have issues. But when are my troops back? That's what I want to know. How are my troops doing? Missions. Soldiers are abroad. Well, we're just going to have to wait, aren't we? We're just going to have to wait. Beast bounty. A beast bounty. Well, that sounds very, very fun and very, very exciting. We're okay for... Okay at the moment for houses, but chances are that might change at some point in the future. That's right, 10 cloth, brilliant. Did we get any tools out of this? I don't think we did, but the good news is that we got the stonemason's hut, or we got the resources for the stonemason hut, I should say, which is phenomenal. We're going to turn off trading in cloth for now. There we go, no trade. Brilliant, and then... We'll get this built. We'll get this built properly once and for all so that we don't have to worry about anything else in the future. Man, my tax take is theoretically high, but it feels not so good. One stonemason. Well, we can only get one stonemason. Well, I hope we enjoy all the stone that we're able to make. But the good news is that that's going to allow us to hopefully make a little bit more money. Do we need another warehouse here? Cloth. Tools, planks. Yeah, I think we should probably get another warehouse. I mean, it's not like anybody else has anything else to do, right? Let's do it. Let's do it. We got plenty of resources. We got plenty of resources. Welcome to the club. Wow, that was... We're up to 37 people? 37 serfs? That's quite the number. We still need more tools. Flippin' heck. There's always something, eh? We got 4 people that currently have no job. I don't think we're going to be able to find anything else for them to do other than perhaps join the military at the moment. We've still got 12 swords, so, I mean, there's still the sort of flexibility to do that if we need to. Any tools? Get any tools out of this? I'm on sell. I should be on buy. That's unbelievably frustrating because that set me back yet again. I guess it's not really set me back because we're still making money every time the trader comes, which is great. Very, very happy with that. Is there anything that I want to do in the meantime that's going to allow me to perhaps get any more money? I mean, apart from the fact... I'll tell you what I could do. That I haven't even considered. Another stonemason hut. Why not, eh? Like, we've got exactly the amount of cloth for it. Let's put that into priority mode. We'll assign 2 more builders. Why not? Because we've got plenty of workers. The trader should be... Yep, the trader is literally en route as we speak, which is great. And we'll manage to nab ourselves... double the amount of juicy stone. Polished stone. What, call it like 10? Sell above 10? Yeah, I think that'll be quite okay. Right. Finally, we're going to get these tools. Brilliant. We're going to get the tools that's going to allow us to do this. The Weaver hut is $100. 100 flipping bucks. When are my boys back from their crusade abroad? Like, the sooner the better, as far as I'm concerned. There we go. 8 tools. Marvelous. Happy days. And we'll get polished stone assigned here. Brilliant. Newcomers. Absolutely will take on newcomers. Perfect. Let's promote somebody. I want to promote somebody. I know that I said I didn't want to, but let's get somebody promoted. 100% happiness? Boom, we'll promote you. Fantastic. Advice followed. Promote your first village. Excellent. So, now, if we have a little look here, we've got 1 commoner. Now, that 1 commoner is going to be mightily unhappy. Mightily unhappy, because I guarantee you that the needs are not going to get met. Oh, look at that. Your soldiers are victorious. Your soldiers are back from a mission. They come from the north, or do they come from the south? Where do we reckon they come from? Says there are only 4 soldiers assigned, which makes me think that perhaps they might not have been as victorious as we think. Indeed, some of them may very well have died in the in battle. Yeah, so happiness is... You know, we'll tax the commoners. We'll tax the commoners at a slightly lower rate, which sounds awful, but, I mean, I kind of don't want to drive the only commoner that we have away at the moment. Hey, look at that. 182 bucks. That's not too bad at all. That's not too bad at all. Where can I see the casualty report? Where can I see the casualty report? Is it in here? Battle history? Casualties 3. Oh, my God. 3 were killed and 2 were wounded. Oh, my lordy. That's a ludicrously high fatality rate. That's insane. Okay, let's get you in there. Oh, I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this little storyline that we have here. Well, there we go. Functionally infinite sheep. Beautiful. Right, Taylor's Workshop. We'll get that up and running as well. Are we still able to provide for all of our people? I think we are. We've got some wool, which is looking good. Need any more sheep? Probably. Probably need more sheep. Right, so that's done. That's brilliant. 5 polished stone. We'll be able to get... In fact, we'll be able to get all of these done. Like, really, really soon anyway. That's great. It's really, really good. Let's also get 3 more people working at the stonecutters camp so that we can get a little bit more stuff. We still have the sort of splendor on the manor house coming along, but I'm not overly bothered at the time frame for that. That's fine. We're going to get the Tailor's Workshop done imminently, and also the Weaver's Hut done very, very shortly too. And we're going to be making money. A slight amount of money, I would hasten to add, from our trading relationship as we go, which is superb. Very, very superb. Marvelous. Right, well, I tell you what, ladies and gents, I think this is probably a good opportunity for us to wrap things up right about now. I feel like this is a really, really nice update. I really, really rate the 1.9 update to Foundation. It's looking really, really great. We didn't get on to Discovering Edicts, but certainly in terms of the army stuff, that's great. I really like that, and you can get to it much more early than you were able to in the past. I really, really like the upgrade system. It's very, very cool. The tax system also, that's pretty good. I don't think that was in there before. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Lots and lots and lots of good stuff. But for now, and for me, ladies and gents, going to wrap this episode up. Thank you ever so much for watching. My name, of course, has been Open Potato. I'll see you next time. Bye.